So, I just saw this movie at the Music Box in Chicago. The writer-director was kind enough to come on out and show us all his movie. Not every movie premieres in LA or New York, okay? So he came out, showed us his movie. There was a Q&A afterwards. It was awkward and silly, and it was a good time. So, since I've definitely seen this movie before you, if I had to give you some advice before you saw this movie, I'd say maybe get a little high before you see it. Just get a little high. If you just got a little high, it might be more enjoyable. Personally, I don't know. I was totally sober, but I would imagine if you were a little bit high, you'd have a blast, because this is a party movie. The plot! Matthew McConaughey plays a dude called Moondog. He's a brilliant, rich poet that prefers to be fucked up 24/7. An event happens in his life that forces him to come down from his cloud and finish his book that he's been writing. And he meets crazy and interesting people along the way. And it's a fucking party. This movie is a party. Matthew McConaughey! Okay, Matthew's character is the movie. If you don't like his character or don't think he's funny, you're probably gonna hate the movie. Personally, I loved him. This part was made for Matthew McConaughey. He was fucking perfect and hilarious. It's like when they wrote this movie, they were like, man, what actor do we know that gets high and plays the bongos? He's basically a knockoff Florida trash version of Hunter S. Thompson. And this specific character is so perfect for this kind of movie. You can just tell Matthew McConaughey had the best time ever making this movie. And he played this part so perfectly. He just had this way of coming across out of the screen and bringing me into this world. This dirty Florida world full of booze and women and drugs and laughs. McConaughey does it again. One of his best performances. So most of this movie is focused on Matt and his whole journey, but goddamn, this cast is stacked. You got Isla Fisher playing his wife. You got Snoop Dogg being Snoop Dogg. Jonah Hill, who's my absolute favorite. Fucking Martin Lawrence, Zac Efron. Jimmy Buffett is in this. Jimmy Buffett. The cast is stacked. Stacked. Every single person was their own character having a blast making this movie. Overall, you're either gonna love it or hate it. I love it. It's one of those comedies that totally worked for me. Plot is really loose. It's mostly just Matthew McConaughey moseying around talking to weird people. And he just parties and parties and parties. And it's the perfect type of movie for what it is. You can just shut your brain off and enjoy. It's a weird, silly movie made by a weird, silly dude. Honestly, I had zero issues with this movie. It was a fun fucking time that kept me laughing the whole way through. It's just a party movie that you can sit back and enjoy. And enjoy you will. Unless you hate boobs. If you don't like boobs, don't see this movie. It's not for you. Boobs everywhere. Everywhere. Rapid fire review. Subscribe.